just burped in my ear.
Oh my God, I can see the bloody dick.
Well, you wanted to be over here.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, honestly, if you could have seen all that, it was so funny. I said to Mark, I want to do the live here. I'm on the sofa, so we had to move. Heaven and earth, didn't you? Tables, lights.
Presumably
God,
we're live.
they can all see our terrible sofa now.
Well, they've seen it many times
I know,
before.
but it's so embarrassing to have it actually in full
Oh,
shot.
Nad, shut up. So I'm sat here with one leg really uncomfortably wrapped around the table leg.
Yeah, but you should be glad to do nice things.
There's a lot to tie up in 2 episodes. Is there only 2 episodes left? I thought there were 9. Oh, no, I'm thinking of The Last of Us.
Hello, everybody.
Hey,
Welcome
everyone.
to our review of... What's it called?
Happy Valley.
Not Nappy Valley, which is what I always call
Nappy
it.
Valley.
Oh, yeah, lots to think about here.
Right, I'm going to say something that I have to get off my chest. I find the scenes, I know why they're there, as Nadia said, this is for all the ladies. I find the scenes with James, what's his name? Norton. And his hair, and him looking Christ-like, and him getting, as Nadia said, a Vidal Sassoon-like haircut in prison, and then the soft, slowly dissolving shots. I find it all a bit
Contrived.
tugging against the really
reality,
gritty
the
authenticity around it. Do you?
I mean, really, for me today, Sarah Lancashire, yet again.
She was barely in it.
She was... No, she was in it. She was in it all the way through. What are you talking about?
Not really. Well, here is case in point. She might have been in it all the way through, but I didn't feel the strength of her in this episode because I felt there were lots of other bits and bobs that were going on.
I think it was a very bitty episode.
What did you think,
Exactly,
guys?
Gabrielle. Why wasn't Tommy cuffed in court? I mean, it was just unbelievable. It was, if that was the plan, right, with the highly sophisticated mafioso group, if that was the extent of the plan, that there was going to be a kickabout and then he was going to jump on the head of the man with the gun and climb over. I mean,
He
what?
he effectively pole vaulted out.
It was so unbelievable.
Yeah, but it was
a real shame.
But it was also strangely unbelievable, but it was also strangely quite farcical and funny too. I mean, I found myself... If you'd asked me whether I would have thought at the end of this, James Norton would have been Bradley...
Oh, look at that from Louise. What a great story.
Would have been Bradley Higgins riding off into the distance in Leeds. I mean,
Mark
with
was
his
in hysterics when he was turned into his bike gear. Read Louise's
When I was
message.
18, working as a shorthand writer in the Crown Court, 2 inmates jumped the dock and escaped.
I mean, it happens more often than we think. I said to Mark, God, isn't it terrifying, the thought that... Oh, no, I don't even want to say it.
No.
But
Why did he go along and not do it by video link, someone said? Ted Bundy escaped. Yeah, but Ted Bundy, I agree, Catherine Hamilton, and I'm sure these things have happened, but not in today and not now.
But the trouble with it was that it was unbelievable. Look, we're all asking these questions, and when to be gripped, like whatever Sarah Lancashire is telling us, we're never questioning it. We're in it.
Yeah,
We're absolutely in it.
Thank you, Joanne. Joanne says the haircut scene was like
ridiculous.
It was like a parody.
And the thing is,
The new villains
actually,
that
when you
contrived.
think about it, why would he look different as he left prison? He had a perfect disguise that he could have come out, dyed his hair blonde, and shaved his beard, and nobody would have known who he was.
That's not true because
Last scene, he's going to look exactly how he looks.
Now, can I just talk about the villain who Sarah Lancashire's ex, Ryan's grandfather, is doing research into? The villain who's at the sort of chief villain, who is, what is he, a property developer or a counsellor or something as well? Can I just say that when
Jackie, how lucky was he finding that? No, that was
set
the plan.
up. It was set up.
It was the plan. The bite was left there for him, Jackie.
That would have seemed deeply
That's
unbelievable.
what Mark said. Oh, what? He's just gone in the newsagents. I went, no, that's the plan.
But when did you hear that was the plan?
Don't hear it, but obviously he knew exactly where he was going. He went in there and he got his gear.
I know, but it was a bit weird. It's like, who's Rico? All I've spent the entire last 10 minutes thinking is, who's Rico who owns the newsagents? It's Rico's newsagents.
Well, he's been paid off.
So the guy, you know, the kingpin, the linchpin, the one at the top of the criminal network, who urinated all over. That's what I'm saying. He urinated. If I wanted to, I couldn't whop my thing out and do a wee.
Yeah, we had to have the whole, I'm a shy weir. But you're not a sociopath, darling. I doubt there's a sociopath on this living earth that's got a shy weird.
Do you think there is a sociopath that... so what you're saying that all sociopaths could just wee freely?
Of course it could.
What if he didn't need to go?
Can you imagine?
Could you imagine pulling it out?
Can you
and-
imagine a sociopath saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm a bit of a shy weird." I don't think it's going to happen.
What if he pulled it out and he didn't need to go? What would he do then?
What out?
He's Todger. I mean,
Why
imagine
in
being
this
a
conversation?
villain, because there was something about it that reeked of tequila sunrise for me.
No, that was totally believable. It's the thing that
He
people do
was
to humiliate
awful.
each
The
other.
man in a suit was
This is
awful.
what they do.
Right, I'm going to say something.
Sociopaths do these things.
I love the show. I love Sarah Lancashire. I love her relationship with her sister. Neil, what did you think
Why
of
was
Neil?
there no one working in the shop, Claire?
Yeah.
No, I love all this because this is the problem with it. It was so unbelievable that all we had was questions.
What about-
But the thing was, the shop was paid off.
What about Neil? Was that his name? Neil? The guy who took...
God.
Didn't you said... What was
I said,
it? You
Jesus
said?
Christ,
The
he's
actor.
underplaying this a bit too much now. It's almost like he's still at home in bed. He's like this.
No, but he's...
No, let me
he's
do it.
so matter of...
No.
He doesn't tell her. He does like that.
I said, oh, are you going to find you? Phone your sister.
No, but when Sarah Lancashire said to him, "Can you not take him?" She went, "All right."
I hope he's only getting half his wages.
Neil is a weak character, Zoe Griffiths
It's not that.
Francis.
I mean, he's a good actor.
He's a good
that
actor.
guy, and I know what he's doing, but he's just underdoing it.
Yeah, I really liked him asking for money from the customers in the shop. I was thinking it's quite hard to say in the script, "That'll be £4.16, please," and actually know.
I can't believe she got a packet of paracetamol for £100.
Did you see how much?
She only gave him £1 and he gave her change back.
But did you see
There
how
must have
much?
been 2 paracetamol.
Did you see how much the Baileys was?
£8.
£8.49.
He went, well, that's good for
It's about £4 cheaper.
That's good for a bottle of Baileys, but you've not had any Baileys for 20 years.
Yeah,
What do
but
you know?
funnily enough, I've always bought the Baileys that comes into this house. Isn't that curious? Lee Dorrance sounds like he's operating a porn line with that voice. He does. He's like on the air. Hello.
Unbelievable.
I think
So far-fetched, Siobhan, you're right. It was too far-fetched tonight.
little moments that I thought were lovely.
Lazy.
Was the scene with the woman who's raised money for Sarah Lancashire's leaving do. I thought that was really sweet between her and her boss, didn't you? I think that those little scenes are great. That actress is fantastic.
She's
who plays
fantastic.
her friend. What's going on with the girl smoking a cigarette outside who was...
Now, if I have to explain to you again,
She's in shock. She's in trauma. She was another sort of victim. I know that.
another sort of victim.
No, she was another victim. But why she
She's
just
kidnapped and
I
held
know,
by
but
him.
why is she standing in the same place in the car
She's
park?
been triggered.
Yeah, but
Because
she's been there
working
for
as-
days.
Mark, she's been working in CID. She's only just got
I
her
know.
attachment. And her first day, she had to talk about a woman that got thrown out the window. And she is now projecting her own misery onto that case because she's hugely PTSD.
No, I know.
And she's been triggered.
I know she's PTSD. I have every sympathy for it, and I understand the cause and effect.
she's an
of,
actress.
I understand the cause and effect of crime, but why was she standing next to the same drain pipe
That's where she
every
got-
time we
Mark,
saw her?
Because that's where she goes to have a cigarette. And they only had outdoor location days.
That's my point. They clearly shot the days with Sarah Lancashire
Shot
on the
all
same
outside
day,
on the same corner. Literally, that's how your scripts come all day doing all the bits there because it's easier. So that's
Okay.
why she went, oh, you've been on all night. She had to say that.
Yeah.
Sarah Lancashire added that in.
Yeah, she did. I bet she did.
Because she was like, this is too fucking unbelievable. She's
yeah.
been at this lamppost for days.
You could feel her feeling it. Can I also say another bit of top drawer Sarah Lancashire acting was when she was taking notes from taking notes from the parents of the girl when they reported her. Rewatch that scene. She says virtually nothing. She just jots down all the notes that she says.
absolutely
It's
brilliant.
priceless acting. Now we get to this really sticky subject.
Shelley, don't worry, we're getting to the suitcase.
Yeah, we're getting to the suitcase. First of all, there was a really odd scene with a guy we've never seen before, the policeman, at his kitchen table, asking him questions about his wife. I felt that scene had been shot after the series had been edited because they needed that scene. Who was he?
Mark, he was the policeman.
No, we've never seen him
Sarah
before.
Lancashire went into the boss's office and said, can I send Stanley down to the
Who the
house?
fuck's Stanley?
Police officer.
I know, but we don't know
And
Stanley.
he said, well, she can't, don't think we call her missing yet. She's a drug addict. She's living in a coercive relationship. She's got 2 young girls that she'd never have left, so her mum and dad would say, Can I please send Stanley down there to have a look? That's what she said.
And can I say something else about the sport?
Never listens to
I want to say something about the sports teacher. Is anyone else feeling this? When he's horrible, he's horrible. And when he's acting horrible, he's a bit over the top. And he's a bit obvious, and he's a bit extreme, and he's a bit literal.
He was from the missing persons unit, says Shell GMB.
But there are moments where you think, I wish you weren't so horrible. Do you ever get those moments?
I despise him.
No, I despise him, but you think, I wish you didn't have a fucking padlock on the fridge.
Oh, here's a question.
Yeah.
What did the little girl in the coat see?
The phone. I reckon she saw the phone.
I think she saw the phone and kicked it down the side.
Yeah, I think she saw the phone. Now, the pharmacist is obviously not just a sort of curious kind of drug dealer. He's also...
why the little girl doesn't take her coat off is that it's quite a known thing that with abused children, they keep their coat on.
No, I'm not saying he's nice, but there's something about his performance that 1 minute he seems really reasonable, and then I suppose that's what he's going for, isn't it? Okay, suitcase. I was horrified by the suitcase.
Right, this is my theory. I said to Mark, if I was the script writers for this series, this is what I would do.
I think you're right.
I would get Sarah Lancashire's about to retire. She's got going on Thursday. And I would get her last case to be the one that she gets wrong.
I like this touch.
But the audience is all happy because
of the school
there
teacher.
is a justice in it.
Yeah.
And that the school teacher actually goes to prison for the wife's murder, even though he didn't actually do it. Because essentially he did do it, because what he pushed her to. What about him pulling her when she was at school? He was a teacher at school.
I know, she was a sixth form student.
I thought the parents did an excellent job. They were brilliant. Her parents, weren't they? One scene, and they gave us so much.
But the suitcase. I mean, I don't know if anyone's aware of this, but there has been a recent case in London about the suitcase spy. And they have been repeated. I never believed you could fit a body into a suitcase like that. But do you remember the suitcase
really
spy, where they tried to prove, MI5 tried to prove that he put himself in the suitcase himself. When I said this to Nanny Di, she said, it's a thing. I said, what's a thing? She said, sexually putting yourself in a suitcase.
Yeah. Suffocate. Well, it's like when people put oranges in their mouth and tie things around their neck.
Anyway, that's obviously not what happened to her. But my God, I was dreading that moment. I could, and the weight of the suitcase was so believable. Suitcases scare Gabrielle now.
Why didn't he say to the police officer what? Because he saw that and he was suspicious when he went. Now he's got his DNA all over it.
He's opened it up.
How's he going to ring them now?
Yeah, is he going to ring them? What's he going to do? Oh, look, Becky N. Me and my sister did it on holiday years ago. Just got in a case for a laugh. We fitted too.
Don't anyone try that at home.
And we had a moment with
Might not be able to get out.
What did you think of the weird moment with the pharmacist where hi Ashley, sending you lots of love, matey. Sorry about your dad. I hope you're getting good news. Really do. Yeah, what about the one scene with the pharmacist? Suddenly he was like, are you all right? What's wrong with you? Don't you need to show an example to your girls in the back of the car?
He was playing nice because he
was weird.
He thinks he's going to get caught for the murder too.
Weird.
Yeah, but he's lost his mind. He's under such stress.
But did you then notice how the two hoodlums, the two villains, suddenly have become suppurating fools with wheel over them? They weren't so menacing now, and he wants to go to his wedding.
No, but nearly always a bully is being bullied by somebody else.
I don't know.
When he was getting kicked in the face, weren't you thinking, it's his wedding on Wednesday?
Yeah, I was a little bit, even though he'd threatened such awful things to the pharmacist's daughters. I have to say, there were too many elements in this episode that I thought were a bit two-dimensional and a bit too obvious. I mean, least of all, James Norton preening with his hair and then pole vaulting over the witness box and onto a bike, Bradley Higgins style, cycling like Tour de France with a smile on his face. He may as well have had a drinking bottle.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
I mean, those leggings look like it'd been made for him in Savile Row. I mean, everything fitted modelically.
I know you keep saying it was planned. Where was Rico and his newsagent?
Rico had turned a blind eye.
But he hadn't turned a blind eye. He wasn't in there.
No, that's what I mean. He's popped to the loo or he's done something.
But it's a bit vulnerable to leave the door of Rico's newsagent open with no one in there.
When you're going to start understanding that the mafiosa paid him?
Yeah, I know, but the front door was open. Anyone could have walked in. Yeah, the shop.
Oh, Mark, you're annoying me about the newsagent shop. Over focusing on it.
Yeah, Rico was in the... Oh, what? Rico? Sorry, Lee. It was a bit far-fetched. Rico was in the kebab shop next door. Was he? Maybe he was. I think it was quite far-fetched.
Not Higgins.
Steph Schultz, I am still... Look, I tell you what, you can't get away from just the towering performance of Sarah Lancashire. And I have to say her sister as well. And I think her ex-husband,
Tawny says Rico was
is excellent
upstairs.
too. Oh my God. I mean, and his lycra fit... I mean... James Norton for me is the weakest thing in this. The way they're
I
treating
don't feel
him.
sorry for him though. He's
a great actor.
And he's just been given looks.
He's just been
I
looking.
can only assume that in the next 2 episodes, it's going to mainly focus
Bloody hope
around
so.
him and Sarah Lancashire. They might even have a 2-parter. They might have a whole episode with just the 2 of them.
Well, he needs to get out of his lycra.
Yeah.
I hope he's not... He can't stay in his lycra. That was bad. That was bad.
Lorraine reckons Ryan is going to kill Tommy.
Oh.
Monica says Tommy is bloody gorgeous.
You know the scene in the cell where he was having his hair done? It was like... What's that film Ghost where they're doing the pottery?
Oh, Dawn, he did see someone upstairs and they did look down on him.
Oh.
God, now we're all going to go back and
Look at Rico's.
Reverse.
But didn't that scene of his hair,
Rico's.
didn't it remind you of Ghost when they were doing
just
when they were doing the pottery?
I thought Vidal Sassoon was going to give him a bit of an ear nibble at the end of it.
It was so ridiculous. Anyway, guys, let's hope episode 4. Anyway, we didn't do it on time because we were watching Love Island, I'm afraid. But yeah, tell us your thoughts. Tell us what you think. Are you enjoying it still?
See you for coffee
See you for coffee moaning. Bye.